From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. Saskatchewan NDP leader Carla Beck says she's disappointed her party wasn't able to win its first election since 2003. The NDP made massive gains, sweeping Regina and nearly winning every seat in Saskatoon. Beck says the result sends a clear message to the governing Saskatchewan Party.
Tens of thousands of Saskatchewan people have sent you a message that they want better for their province, and we'll be there to hold you accountable every step of the way.
The election saw the Sask Party win its fifth straight majority. Over to the East Coast now, where the Halifax area is set to play host to all three of Nova Scotia's major political parties today. A morning announcement from the Progressive Conservatives is due in the provincial capital. The Liberals will be across the harbour in Dartmouth at a supermarket where they'll speak with reporters about affordability for working families. And the NDP will also be at a Dartmouth apartment building for a media briefing on housing. Over to Ottawa now, where the Bloc Québécois is poised to begin talks with other parties to bring down the minority Liberal government, which has not met its deadline to pass two key bills. One bill would see old age security payments for seniors under 75 get a boost, while the other calls for a safeguarding of supply management in trade negotiations. Leader Yves-François Blanchet set the deadline last month, putting the Liberals on notice that, to avoid an election before Christmas, they must adopt the pair of private members' bills. Overseas now, where officials in Gaza are updating the death toll from an early morning Israeli airstrike that flattened a building housing displaced people. They now say at least 60 people were killed and 17 more remain missing. The strike occurred in the northern town of Beit Lahia, where Israel has been carrying out a major operation for over 3 weeks. Meanwhile, Lebanon's Hezbollah militant group has named Naim Qassem to replace its slain leader Hassan Nasrallah. The longtime deputy to Nasrallah has served as the militant group's acting leader since Nasrallah's death. South of the border, former U.S. President Donald Trump is continuing to face a backlash following a comedian's performance at his rally in New York on Sunday. The Trump campaign quickly distanced itself from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe's jokes, including one that suggested Puerto Rico was a floating island of garbage. The political fallout underscores the importance of Pennsylvania's 19 electoral votes and the last-minute efforts to court growing numbers of Hispanic voters there. And finally, a new Heritage Minute will mark Remembrance Day by honoring Mary Ryder Hamilton. She was the Canadian painter who captured powerful imagery from the aftermath of the First World War. Hamilton's 60-second short debuts today and focuses on her cultural contributions, including the some 350 paintings that documented the devastation of war. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Walker Buehler pitched another gem as the LA Dodgers managed to push the New York Yankees to the brink with a 4-2 victory in the Big Apple. Los Angeles takes a 3-0 World Series lead. Over to the ice now, Sebastian Aho scored 47 seconds into overtime as the visiting Carolina Hurricanes held on for a 4-3 victory over the Vancouver Canucks. The Vegas Golden Knights scored a goal in each period and got a 16-save performance from netminder Adin Hill to blank the visiting Calgary Flames 5-0. Earlier, the Toronto Maple Leafs brought down the Winnipeg Jets 6-4, while the Columbus Blue Jackets stung the Edmonton Oilers 6-1. The visiting Denver Nuggets erased a 15-point deficit to edge the Toronto Raptors 127-125 in overtime. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, they knocked off the New York Giants 26-18 in a little bit of NFL action. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.